Hello, this is Gwen the Ducky, and this is
Wickid the alien.
welcome to yet another episode of Ducky and the Alien. Tonight, we're going to be talking about my trip to see Beetlejuice the Musical with my friend known as Red Hawk.
Yeah.
That we are going to talk about the most recent lost media finds.
Oh, cool.
Well, to be more specific, lost wave finds. Yep, we
Well,
are going down yet another lost wave rabbit hole. For those that don't know, we did our first lost wave rabbit hole video back around, I believe it was either December or January.
yeah.
I'll try to link it either here or in the description below so you can watch that.
Okay.
But there were not one, but two Lost Wave songs found within only a 24-hour period as of this
Wow.
Sunday. Yes, we will get to that in a little bit, but first I wanted to talk about the trip to see Beetlejuice the Musical. So
Yes.
me and my friend Red Hawk went to Costa Mesa, yeah, and
Yep.
we ended
And
up
how
getting
was
to
that?
see Beetlejuice the Musical. Now, for those that don't know, Beetlejuice the Musical is a musical based off of the original 1988 Beetlejuice movie.
Oh, okay. Is that the one with the green haired guy? It looks like the Joker. I could be wrong.
Yep, that's the one.
Yes. Okay. Now I know what you're who you're, Beetlejuice. Okay. Now I know who you're talking about. A gentler looking version of the Joker.
I never thought of Beetlejuice that way, but that makes perfect sense.
Yep. Okay, so how was your trip?
I had the best trip. Obviously, we went to see Beetlejuice the Musical. The musical was really good. There's going to be some minor spoilers, so you have
Okay,
been
that's
warned. But there, the highlight of the musical, like the major highlight of it, was scenes where Lydia was missing her mom very much, and she and her
oh,
dad have a heart to heart about her mother. And for
oh, her
those that
mother passed
are,
away.
her biological mother passed away, and
Damn.
Lydia ends up getting a new stepmother. For those that haven't watched, for those that are familiar with the 1988 movie. So,
Yeah.
as the plotline of the movie goes, a couple dies and their home gets taken over by a family, and the family happened to be that of Lydia, her dad, and her soon-to-be stepmother, Delia. And
Okay.
Lydia does not get along with her soon-to-be stepmother, and
Oh boy.
throughout the movie, she was very pessimistic about the whole situation. I mean, there are those of us that have been in situations like that where they're not
Mm,
accepting of the idea of a stepmother, especially after the death of their mother
I
or
can relate to
on
the death
whatever.
of a mother part. I can relate to the death of a mother part. That is a stinger.
Yes, it is no joke. I mean, and as far as I know, you never
Yeah.
got a stepmom, so in
No,
a way, you're lucky. In a way, you
in
dodged
a
a
way,
bullet.
I'm lucky. In a way, I'm lucky. Yep.
Yep.
Okay. And, yeah, in a way, I was lucky because that was the only woman that I cared about in my life was her.
And I honestly, obviously, Lydia felt the same way about her own mother, just why,
Yep.
unluckily for her, she ended up getting a stepmother and she was not ready to accept the prospect of a stepmother, but that's beside the point. So,
Yeah, I know that would know
yeah.
the feeling well. Kind of if someone replaced my mother, I would have gone nuts.
Well, to be fair, having a step parent is not going to replace the original parent. They're never
That's what I
gonna be a
meant. Would have
replacement
gone
of a parent,
driven
but
me. It would have done driven me nuts.
Right, as it does most people, believe it or not.
Yes, that's true, especially when you have a pearl of a mother. Now, what else was going on in this musical?
Yeah, so the couple summons Beetlejuice. Well,
Oh,
no,
yeah?
Beetlejuice comes out of nowhere, and he initially offers to help the couple haunt the house that the new owners overtaken, to put it that way.
Yes, moved in.
But obviously, because the couple weren't initially accepting of his terms, so Beetlejuice was just like F him, and he initially closed the doors on them, but they still go through with their plan to haunt the house. Ultimately,
Okay.
Lydia joins in on that movement, considering that she is the only one that can see them along with Beetlejuice.
Yeah, like she's a medium or a clairvoyant.
Yes, if you put it that way. And then Lydia ultimately joins in on Beetlejuice's plan,
Oh,
well, the
yes.
couple's plan to haunt the house, because remember she was very resentful of her current situation.
Yes, she is. I would reckon she would be. If someone took over the position of my Jupiter, my mother, I would have been resentful too.
And then we're going to talk about some differences between the original Beetlejuice versus the musical. Not
Okay.
that the movie was not good. In fact, the movie is great, but the major difference in for me are the endings per se. If we call
Yeah.
the original movie, I haven't watched the original movie in a long time, so my memory can be very fuzzy at best. But in the
Okay.
ending of the musical, basically the ending is a happy ending. I'm not going to spoil it. You'll have to see it for yourself when the show comes to an area near you. But let me tell you that it was a welcoming occurrence, to put it that
Yes.
way.
And what about the movie? If you can
Yeah, so
see.
yeah, in the ending of the original movie, Lydia asked her now newfound adopted parents, at least that's what they ended up being to her,
Yeah.
to do that little dance that you see at the end of the movie,
Yeah.
to who
In the
Harry
afterlife
Belafonte is,
song.
right?
Isn't that the In the Afterlife song?
Yes, shake, 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 Senora, shake your body like that
Yes,
song.
that's the one I'm talking about. Yes.
It's called Jump in the Line for
The line?
Jump in the Line, yes, by Harry
Oh,
Belafonte.
oh, interesting.
Lydia ends up, dancing, and then as she was dancing, she levitates up in the air. Yes. But in the
Yeah.
yeah, maybe I will spoil it a bit after all. Not too much, but in the musical, she dances with her not only the couple, but
Yep.
her newly reconciled family as well.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, those are the two major differences from between the movie and the musical.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, I'm not gonna give any more beside that, but either
That's
way, it was bomb ass experience, let me tell you.
yeah.
And as I may have mentioned earlier, some of the scenes in that musical made me cry, like
I
that one in
believe it
particular
would.
where she has
That's hard.
the heart to heart conversation with her dad, when she was in the midst of trying to bring back her dead mother.
Oh, I've been
Yeah.
there.
Other than that, yeah, very great musical. If you happen to have
Find it.
the musical in your area, please go buy tickets for it and see it. It is really good.
And if you're missing your mother, might I suggest, and you can look this up, a wind phone. Wind phone is an out of date, severely out of date phone, like 20 or some odd years old retro phone that isn't working anymore. They usually have them in trails, but you can have a little flip phone that doesn't work anymore. And you can just dial in the date of the birth of the person that you're missing, and you can actually talk to them. That actually helps a lot. Is a wind phone. Usually, you'd see them in the trails, like nature trails, and you'd see the old rotary phones, or in this case, with what I have, I carry an old flip phone that was water damaged, and I use that as a wind phone and talk to my mother.
Question is, does a wind phone actually work?
It works emotionally. It's the emotional part.
Oh, I gotcha.
It does, and I think in the end, the spirit of the person does hear at the end
Oh,
of the day. So it takes a while to get from here to the spirit world. It's a little different when you're dealing with this plane and the spiritual plane.
oh,
'Cause,
cool.
yeah, so she will get those messages, but she will. It'll be a little while because, as I said, I'm on one flight, she's on another. How the you know what I mean? You
I
get
know
my
what you
drift?
mean, yes.
She made her connecting. I'm not intending on making my connecting just yet.
You're planning on giving it a little time, I presume.
A whole lot of time if I can help it.
Yeah, because we got a lot of things to do on this earth before the inevitable comes, so enjoy it while it lasts.
Yeah, rip off can screw off. That's what I call the Grim Reaper. Anyways, so what else do you want to talk about?
After Beetlejuice the Musical, me and Red Hawk went to this restaurant called Al Forno Cafe, and oh boy, that experience was based. Now, what do
Base?
I based? Based is an online term for when you find something spectacular or amazing or you're excited about it. That's what based means in the online world.
Oh, okay.
So,
Base.
yes, that's how our experience at Al Forno Cafe was. In other
Oh,
words,
so it was spectacular. That's good.
it is very, very authentic. The
Oh, that,
service, the food, and everything is pretty authentic.
yeah.
Probably far more authentic than the Italian restaurants that I went before that one. The service was awesome. The waiter that we had was very friendly and very knowledgeable about Italian culture.
Oh, I wouldn't know a thing about Italian culture except for gladiators. That's it.
My foray into Italian culture was food and music, but even then, my foray into Italian culture with food is pretty limited at best. That was until I went to this restaurant. Originally,
Yeah.
me and Red Hawk were going to order a steak and pasta dinner, but the waiter instead suggested to us to get the cioppino, aka fisherman stew.
Oh, how was that? The stew.
The stew was fire.
Oh, that's good. And it's
Specifically,
a fish stew.
specifically, it had clams in it as well as shrimp, and then there were tomatoes in it, like diced tomatoes, may I add. And there was even a little bit of salmon in there too. I think that's what it was.
Oh
Either
yeah, fish
way,
stew.
oh my goodness, it was bomb ass. I loved it, and so did Red Hawk. He got the
Oh,
Chopino too.
huh?
He got the Chopino too.
Oh, the stew.
Yes, and believe it or not, it was my first time trying Chopino, period. And that first time was worth it.
That's good to hear.
Yes, and the other food we had besides the Chopino was the bread with oil and vinegar and not
Oil.
butter. Because,
Uh,
spoiler alert,
I
apparently, historically, Italians do not like butter with bread because, as the story goes, Vikings used to grease their hair with butter, and when
really.
butter, because it contains milk, it tends to spoil and rot.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
so the
that's
battling Vikings. No offense to any Germanic people.
That's why the Italians prefer their bread with oil and vinegar. And oh my goodness, the combination of the oil and vinegar was delicious with the bread that we
Oh,
had.
good. You might get me starting to cook soon. I don't know. I'm not very
Oh,
good at. I'm not very good at cooking, so
I'm
be
sorry, I
aware.
don't mean to make you hungry, but It just
That's
has to be said. It really has to be said
okay.
because
That's
this
okay.
restaurant deserves recognition.
Yes, I believe so.
And the drink that we had was the ice caramel
Oh,
latte. It was good, very authentic latte. Then the last but not least, for dessert, I had the bread pudding. And the bread pudding, how I could describe it, it had the ice cream on top, but at the bottom, it had like it's like bread mixed with the sweet sauce. It
oh, whoa,
tasted more like a cinnamon roll, and it was
oh,
awesome.
delicious. That's good. That was the drink.
No, the drink was the iced caramel latte. The dessert is the bread pudding. And
Bread pudding. I
yeah,
never
bread
heard.
pudding. And this is the first bread pudding that I've ever had. And let me tell you, it was the most decent experience ever.
Yep,
Yep. And
that's good.
both me and Red Hawk were originally gonna have the bread pudding, but because there was only one bread pudding, Red Hawk got a cheesecake instead. Surprisingly, the cheesecake
Okay.
didn't taste like any of the cheesecakes that I had. It was it kind of tasted more like a cold sugar cookie, if you will.
A cold sugar cookie. Oh, that
I
should be in.
By the way, it was delicious. It really was. I actually tried a piece of it. Ooh,
Well,
man.
this weekend past, I ended up going to Maple Fest with my boyfriend.
Oh man, how did that go?
Beautiful based. If that's
Nice.
the, yeah, that was a good one.
I can
It was
imagine.
good.
Did you have a lot of maple syrup with your pancakes?
No, but we ended up seeing a lot of stuff, and he gave me two necklaces.
Ooh.
Yeah, the ones I showed you the other Saturday with the
Oh.
Dungeons and Dragons dice. Yeah,
Oh, yes.
he bought me those, and I was very happy about that. And we
I'm
almost
proud of
had a
you.
kissed,
You almost had a
and we
what
almost
now?
French kiss.
Oh, girl.
That was the first time I was close to that in my whole life. My whole
Girl.
life.
Only now you're catching up. Sorry, that was
I
awkward. I'm
don't.
sorry.
That's okay. Don't worry. I did try dating in high school, but it didn't pan out. But anyway, so it was very nice to be able to experience that as an adult instead of a teenager and have prejudice towards your partner and stuff.
Right, sometimes it's best to wait longer than marry
Even,
wrong
yeah,
or date wrong,
even if
rather.
it's just a yeah, even if it's just a ruddy kiss, I mean, it's important to realize that you need to know if the person's right for you beforehand. Anyways, so that's basically it. And then today we decorated cookies at a coffee shop.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
Then
Sorry for hijacking hijack
hi, Jack.
your
Story about
video.
the outing. Yeah. No, no, it's good. It's good. At least everybody
Yeah,
knows what we both did, so that's good.
yeah, that's good. Sorry, I still say that. Yeah, and yeah, it was very nice. I love this guy because he is a wonderful man.
Oh, yes. So far.
Yes, not so far. He's been a good guy. I just haven't been able to see it because of my mental illness, and I finally decluttering my mind, and I can actually appreciate, if you know what I mean.
Yes, because you've been in an onslaught of online relationships in the past up to this point.
Yes, and they were bleep, shit, crap, whatever you want to
Duds.
call it. Duds. Yeah, not worth anything. Duds. I think. Yeah, they weren't very good online relationships.
Yeah, because you don't really know what's behind the screen, especially since the majority of those people you never even met in person. Am I right?
Then there was that Brian asshole.
Yes, but we're not going to get into that today.
I know.
We want to keep
Yeah.
things lighthearted. You know what I mean?
Yes. I hear you. So, what do you hear about this thing about Lost Wave. What is Lost Wave?
Lost Wave is already we're transitioning into that now. Wow, that was pretty quick. But yeah,
if
I was
that's okay.
gonna finish the story. So
Okay,
yes,
go
the
ahead.
waiter was super kind, as was the rest of the staff, which
Yeah.
rivals that of that one restaurant that I went to back in 2020 during the pandemic.
Oh
And then
God.
just the most recent time being Valentine's Day of 2023. That most recent time made things sour for me with that particular restaurant. I'm not going to go into too
Yeah,
much detail in this for
because we want
time-related
to keep
reasons.
everything lighthearted.
Yes, to keep everything lighthearted. But
Yeah.
yeah, in short, that particular restaurant I went to prior to Alfredo Cafe was pretty
Yeah.
dismal. Yes, exactly. Ooh.
Yeah, dismal would be a better term, like you said.
Right. But this particular restaurant, Alfredo Cafe, that is, the waiters were excellent, very knowledgeable, and they provided the best service. Now, that is not something to forget.
No, you don't forget kindness. You don't forget that.
That's right. And now, with that out of the way, now we can talk about,
Lost
now we
Wave.
can delve into the Lost Wave rabbit hole part two.
Okay, what's Lost Wave? I know it
Lost
means some lost media.
In this case, Lost Wave is music that is unidentified or lost.
Yes. Okay, I never heard of that term.
Yes, and also it's when an artist and the origins are unknown.
Oh, okay. Lost Way. So it's like when there's stuff that isn't identified or it's lost, right? That's music.
That's right. We have talked about this before in a previous episode, like I stated earlier.
Yep.
But let's get to the meat and bones of this Lost Wave rabbit hole. So, for those that don't know, not one, but two songs have been officially identified as of this Sunday.
Oh, cool.
The two songs in question were previously known as Wagamama and Everyone Knows That.
Everyone knows that Wagamama.
uh, Wagamama. We're going to start with Wagamama. So, first off, Wagamama was the second Akiba Tape song, with the first
Cuba
being the
Tape?
still as of yet unidentified Fly Away.
Oh, really?
Yes, it was preferred to be recorded in the 1970s, but apparently, as we may go further on, the song in question might have actually been recorded in the early 80s rather than the 70s. So,
Oh, Wagamama. This is called?
yes, Wagamama. So, as you may
Yeah.
know, Wagamama got identified. We are now going to reveal the official information. So, the
Yeah.
singer of Wagamama is known as Sarah Misuse.
Sarah Masuse.
Yeah, aka Sarah Takahashi.
Oh,
Correct me if
she's
I'm wrong on that.
Japanese?
She's Japanese. It's a Japanese song.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. And the official title for Wagamama is, wait for it, Even If It's Just a Dream.
Okay.
Yeah, and yet another Japanese artist did a cover of that song. The artist in question is known as Yasuko Naito.
Yasuko Maito. Good pronunciation.
Oh, thank you. Anyway, that was completely out of the blue for me.
Yeah, that's cool.
Sarah Masuzi, from what I understand, was also known as Sarah Takahashi. Yes,
Yeah,
and the other one was previously known as Everyone Knows That.
everyone knows that. Oh, interesting.
Yes, that was the placeholder title. And, the official title of the song is what also happened to be the placeholder title, believe it or not, Ulterior Motives.
Ulterior motives. Interesting.
Yes, and it is by Christopher St. Booth and Philip Adrian Booth.
Interesting.
Yes, and there is some pretty sketchy background to this song.
Okay, let's hear this.
It was found in a porno.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah. 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 It was found in a porno, ladies and gentlemen. Found
That
in a
was pretty
porno.
sketchy.
Yes, it
That's
is.
sketchy.
And specifically, the porno in question is called Angels of Passion, and it came out in 1986.
3 years. It's 3 years older than me.
Oh, yes, it is.
Angels of Passion.
Yep, it's a porno.
Interesting.
And yeah, get this. The Booth brothers were known to write songs for porno films.
Oh, interesting.
And believe it or not, Christopher St. Booth also has an Instagram page. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Is it stuff NSFW?
no, the Instagram is not NSFW, obviously. But his bio is listed as producer, filmmaker, musician for Universal, Sony, Spook TV, Amazon, Apple, and more. So that's basically his current info. So he's also a filmmaker as well, oddly enough.
Oh, interesting.
Right,
That's
yes.
cool.
And then when the song was found, a couple of days later, he made a response to it via his post on his profile, obviously. And the post
Yeah.
reads, well, today, my mind has officially been blown. Smiley face. In all caps. Wow. Hashtag ulterior motives, hashtag EKT, hashtag Christopher Saint. And
Booth, St. Booth. Okay, Christopher St. Booth. I'm
yes,
just
Christopher
going to
Saint Booth.
look him up if he's on there.
Yep. And as a result of the song being officially identified, everybody was hounding his Instagram, particularly that post. And oh my goodness. So much so, there was one of the replies that stated, can people actually give this guy a chance? He's just found out that a song he probably hasn't thought about in years has been part of one of the biggest internet searches, and you are all barking commands, upload it. It's so rude, honestly. Just give the bloke some time. And it's by one Steve Interesting Davis.
Cool. I just followed, is it Saint as in the actual name, letter Saint, SANT?
Saint.
Yeah, that's what I meant. And Booth, BOOTH.
OTH.
Yep, I got it now. I got it now. Let's see.
Yes.
He only has one album out thus far. Let's just take a little sneaker. Oh, this looks interesting. And he said, and you say his songs are for pornos.
Yes, the majority of them anyway. But yeah, as in regards to that particular comment, it's because a lot of people were telling him to upload it and make the release official.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Yes, because uploads of the full song are pretty low quality at best, and it unfortunately has the moaning sounds from when it was included in the movie. But there are safer work versions out there on YouTube as well, so
that's good.
I'll link y'all to that one in the description, Lord willing. Yes, and yeah, and oh wow, more posts on his Instagram about this that come out since then. Wow.
Interesting.
And he just made another Instagram post just now. Thank you, everyone, and a special thank you to Carl92. This article is for everyone that believed in the song and searched for it and made us feel like it was important again. Much love. And a big thank you to Rolling Stone for believing in us.
That's nice. That's good. We'll look him up on YouTube, on Instagram.
Yes. Yes. It's also on. I believe it's also on YouTube. Oh, wow.
Chris.
And oh crap. And he just made a post 8 hours ago showing the lyrics to the song, the correct lyrics.
Okay,
it said, dedicated to all the fans of this song, here are the original lyrics. I found them in a box underneath the house with a few hundred more 80 songs that we had written. Thank you to all that went to bat for this song. We love you very much. Oh wow. So he has a copy of the official lyrics on his Insta page. All right. So cool. I am looking at it right now.
Me too.
Wow, I am shook. I am absolutely shook.
Oh wow, these are the actual lyrics.
Yeah.
Cabone, Cabone.
Yep. Oops.
That's cool.
Oh, and it's not everyone knows that. It's everyone knows it. We've
Everyone
got it
knows
all
it.
wrong. Dang, we got it all wrong. It was everyone knows it and not everyone knows that.
Yep,
Wow. So mind blown.
yep. It says, yep, producer, filmmaker, Sony Spooks, Amazon, and more. I found him. Yep.
And then there are two more posts on the Instagram page referencing the song. Yep. And this one I'm reading pertains to a Q Mag interview. I'll check the link out later. But yeah, man, I'm going to have a lot to link in the description bar. My goodness.
Yeah, this is gonna be good.
But there's a little preview. The Booth brothers wrote and recorded a track that appeared in a forgotten 80s adult film. Nearly 40 years later, it's been rediscovered and celebrated.
Good.
And then last one that came up 2 hours ago. Oh, it's fan art.
Yeah.
Looks like it's fan art right there. And they did a great job on this. Wow. Oh my goodness. That definitely fits
Yeah, I
the
see it
aesthetic of the
now.
song. Yeah. And still
Cool.
everybody is egging them to release it as
Yeah.
as is written by a person by the name of will you release it remastered? And guess what? Christopher St.
What?
Booth ultimately replied, he said yes. Yep, it's
Yeah.
happening, folks. We might have an official release of the song previously known as Everyone Knows That, so I'm pumped now. I really
Knows
am
that.
pumped
I
now.
hope I am too.
Yeah,
I love music.
yes. And
Wow.
one and now how I came to find out about the two discoveries was
Yeah.
yeah, I just came home. I was at my other friend's place in the afternoon having lunch, and then some messages popped up on Discord in one of the Lost Wave servers that I'm in that referenced the finding of the songs. And man,
Yeah.
oh man, when I came across it, I was floored. I was floored. It was completely out of the blue too. I'm just
Cool.
like, what? I was going nearly rabid over it. I kid you not. I was literally going rabid. I was like banging on myself. Like I don't know if you can hear
Yeah.
that because we're in
That's the sound.
headphones, but yeah, you know how
Good.
whenever autistic people get excited, they stim. Basically,
Yes,
I was
I know
having
that.
an excited stim when I
I've
came
heard
across
of
the
Stim.
news out of the blue. And man, throughout the whole day, I was riding on the high of two of those songs being identified officially. And man,
That's good.
man, I could not have asked for a better weekend. First,
Yeah.
the Beetlejuice
You really
outing,
did.
and now the Lost Wave discoveries.
Yep.
Man, if only I could have as great of a weekend as that again. That is just amazing.
Inshallah, hopefully. That
Yes, yes,
was a good weekend. And I'm happy that we found some songs.
yes. There are still more of the big guns to be found and identified, like the first Akiba Tape song, Fly Away, then La Canción de Alicia,
Yeah.
and Like the Wind. We still got
Find my
those three to go. Yeah.
Okay. That's good.
And if any one of those songs get found, we will do
Yeah.
yet another Lost Media rabbit hole. There will be a part
Okay.
three if that ever happens. Well, when that ever
Yeah, that would be
happens.
good.
But yeah, because of the song from the second Akiba tape being found, in my opinion, we are one step closer for the official
Well,
identification of Fly Away. So I'm pumped. Again, I'm pumped.
yeah, that's good.
And now, before we end this video, I would like to make a nod to yet another Lost Wave finding. And that Lost Wave finding is that of the song that was previously colloquially known as Johnny the Grass is Green.
Johnny, the grass is green. Okay. And
And
what's the original
the,
name of the song?
the official title of the song is Johnny in the Middle of the Park. And the artist is Piero Cato, or in some spellings, Piero Cate, because I noticed some uploads of the song have the E at the end of his last name instead of an O. So his last name alternates with the ending O and the ending E. So that's kind of funny in of itself.
Oh, cool.
And I'm going to read this post from Reddit brought to you by r/Johnny You Known Song.
Yeah.
Okay, and the screenshot from it reads, yes, I can tell for sure that is his singing. His voice that is singing. Oh my goodness. Forgive the bad grammar. That's why I've been thrown off. We found this song a few days ago on YouTube and he recognized his voice. And my mom was in the chorus. Do you need some other information? So in other words, that was his son within that screenshot. That was his son talking. And get this, apparently it was actually found 2 months ago rather than the 2 weeks ago and then 1 month ago that
you thought.
Yeah. So now I'm even more shook than ever because I literally only learned of the finding of Johnny in the middle of the park just the night before the Beetlejuice the musical outing. Literally.
Oh, that's gonna be
I literally only found out about that the night before I went to see Beetlejuice with my friend Redhawk. That is Beetlejuice the Musical. So I am a bit miffed. I'm a bit miffed that I found out a bit later than I should have. It's like,
yes, it's okay.
Yes, because at that time I thought it was 2 weeks prior that was found, but no, it was found 2 months ago. It was found 2 months ago, and I didn't know it until just that particular night. Like, wow, how the hell did I miss that? Of all things. That's why I'm a bit miffed. But I'm still grateful of the fact that it was found at all.
Yeah, that's the important thing.
Yes. Yes, that is. I'm very grateful. Very grateful overall. In spite of being late to the news, I'm very grateful.
Yeah.
But yet, in the midst of finding out about the latest news, 2 other findings were fresh out of the oven.
Which are?
Of course, the songs that were previously known as Wagamama, and everyone knows that.
Wagamama. Okay.
Yeah, Wagamama. The placeholder title of what is now been found out to be If Only It Were a Dream. Even if it's just a dream. Excuse me.
Even if it's a dream.
Yes. But like I said, it's a Japanese song, so please go on YouTube and listen to these songs. They are bomb. They are absolutely bomb. Y'all gotta listen to them.
Okay.
Man, I am just so happy right now. I am stoked about the news of all the findings. And with that out of the way, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys really, really liked what you see here, please hit the like button, subscribe, and if you do subscribe, hit the bell button so you don't miss out on future uploads from us.
Yes, and comment if you find any other songs.
Yes, that's important too. Please give us feedback as it does help the algorithm, but also any feedback is welcome as long as it's respectful, of course.
Yes, of course.
Alrighty. Now, until Lost Wave Rabbit Hole Part 3 comes, please be sure to tune in to the Ducky Alien Files this Wednesday. This coming Wednesday, that is. And we will see you all next time.
See you next time. Bye.
Bye for now.
Bye-bye.
Tell me, you realize